This video series is sponsored by Black Wall Street, the Board Game. Real people, real businesses, real possibilities. Join our Facebook group for updates and sales promotions. Check out our website, trueelforever.com. Hit the tab, Black Wall Street, the Board Game. Real people, real businesses, real possibilities.
Alright, well, welcome back, TH4 DreamCatchers. We got another family member, someone a part of the village, Mr. Samuel. I'm not going to say the full government name, but Sam Cain's in the building. So episode 8, go ahead Sam, go ahead, give your introductions, let them know who you are, where you're from, and what you are representing today.
Hello everyone, my name is Sam Cain from Sacramento, California. Currently a student at University of California, Davis, studying landscape architecture. My bad if I say that a little bit too fast. I say it a lot, but yeah, my 5th year, about to graduate, so I'm excited. So, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Another graduating.
Yes, sir.
Blessings. So scholarship is very important, very important. So can you kind of talk about maybe your background on being from Sacramento? And I guess I know a little bit about you already, so I know you lived outside of Sac as well. Can you talk about those two experiences?
Well, originally I'm from Hayward. Well, I was born in Hayward, lived in Sacramento, and then moved to Nebraska. So I lived in Nebraska for a few years, from 5th grade to in the 9th grade year, and then I ended up moving back to Sacramento, going to Sacramento Charter High School. Mandatory had uniforms and stuff like that, but and I was all good though. Went from there to here, so. That's mostly it, but I say going from Nebraska to here, that was a little bit different, because even from as far as like how people perceive like media and the advance in technology and stuff is just different, because like when I came here, everybody's already on the next like iPhone and stuff like that, but out there people still using flip phones and little slides stuff like
the
like
razors.
Yeah, bro, I had a razor honestly. So like sidekicks, nobody had one out there. So aim wasn't nothing like nothing popping out there. So like it was different in that aspect. So coming back, I was kind of behind on all the up-to-date stuff, but yeah, man, I had to catch up.
But now you're popping.
You already know what I'm saying. Yeah, it's stay at that.
So landscape architecture is also something that's a little bit different. Yes. What made you want to choose that path?
So my senior year of high school, actually, UC Davis did a partnership with our edible schoolyard, and they came on site and did some site analysis and stuff like that. And I was one of the students that was fortunate enough to give them a tour of the campus. So like while I'm giving them a tour, like they're saying whatever they need to say for the site analysis stuff, which I know all the stuff that they're saying now. But like they're going over their notes and jotting down different stuff, and I was just like, that seems interesting. And I was invited to their to campus, to the studio, to see like their presentations for like what designs they came up with. And then I thought that was tight. And then I've always had a design background with graphic communications, making logos, just you name it, you know what I'm saying? And I've always did that, and I always loved nature, so kind of bringing both of those two things together, brought landscape architecture. So
nice. So and then with landscape architecture, what is the overall dream that you're trying to accomplish using your talents and your knowledge?
Overall, I'm going to redevelop the lower income areas. You know what I'm saying? Just because we might come from some doesn't mean like we don't like nice things. And then especially for me being like going to high school in Oak Park, where I spent most of my time at.
Where is Oak Park for those who might not know?
Oak Park is in Sacramento, California. It's where Sacramento Charter High School is. If you know Sac, you know Sac High. But shout out to Go Dragons. But just in that neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, you don't always feel comfortable everywhere you go. So I feel like design solves problems, and some of those issues could be solved from design. So that's what I want to go into.
Okay, key. I know you've had a few projects already along the lines of development. Can you talk about your experience within the realm of developing communities or developing housing in those type of areas?
So I'd say off of internships and research that I'm doing. First internships, I had an internship with New Phase Development, great firm in Sacramento, with Alan Warren, who was the vice mayor of Sacramento. And it was great. It's a small firm, so I was able to get like a holistic experience, like from real estate to doing like small business like write-ups and stuff. So just getting my feet wet and a little bit of everywhere. It was kind of good. especially doing different presentations for places that they're looking to like invest in internationally and stuff like that. So
international.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, it's bigger than this little small little thing. So,
Okay.
And then as far as research, my last year, my 4th year, for my senior design project, I did research on homelessness in Sacramento and designed a transitional homeless development for transitional homeless people. There's 3 different types of homeless people. There's episodic, chronic, and
You gotta take us to class now.
My bad.
What is episodic?
So episodic is more like, okay, like one night you just might have a bad night, got kicked out the house, you just need somewhere to stay.
Okay.
Chronic is more like the skid row type, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for you to come back. And transitional is like, you know what, again, you probably had like a tough time in life, you lost your job, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like tragic things like that happen, so you know, you might need a place to stay for like a week or something like that because you couldn't keep up with rent. So it's kind of just serving that audience, helping them get back on their feet. And my design for that, my inspiration was compassion and creativity. So using like companionship and with like animals and stuff like that to bring them into like, getting more responsibilities, like being held more accountable and stuff like that. So that's what I did with that. And then right now I'm doing homeless research in Atlanta, but I'm focused on youth. And
In the A.
yes, know what I'm saying, because that's the next move. But so yeah, I'm focused on youth and trying to design like a development where they can come and like design the build, and they can learn like different skills from designing from computers, designing on hands-on, and then like also building hands-on different, whether it's like projects for, let's say, a theater down the street, or if it's like a bench for like the next community park or something like that. Just whatever's necessary. Just bringing sculptors and different just aspects of design. So yeah.
And why do you feel it's important to focus on the youth that are going through this homelessness transition or episodic?
So then they don't end up going into that long-term skid row, like that we kind of snip it in the bud early before it gets that bad. And plus the youth is, you know what I'm saying, they're the face of the next generation of what's coming, so that needs to be impacted. So yeah.
So is landscape architecture and trying to support the transition of homeless youth, is that your main passion or talent? Okay, can you educate us?
Honestly, I think that's gonna be like my side thing, like my thing that I keep consistent. But then like my main thing, like my favorite sport, you know, everybody likes playing basketball and baseball, you know, all the different stuff like that. But my favorite sport is fishing. nobody expected. No, I got actually a fishing tournament coming up this weekend. But it's gonna be my first one ever.
So what happens in a fishing tournament?
So for this one, there's different types of tournaments, whether if it's most fish, biggest fish, whatever the case may be. But this tournament is biggest fish, so whatever biggest fish weighs wins. It's in like a public pond, so like there's gonna be like a lot of pressure on the lake, so meaning that the fish aren't really gonna bite like that. So like whatever bites you do get, you basically deserve type thing. And it's like whatever fish weighs the heaviest on this tournament wins. But like in the future, I want to get into like the big bass tournaments where like you catch best 5 fish win type thing. So I'm saying I'm gonna move up one day, but I gotta start somewhere.
Right.
But so yeah, my favorite sport is fishing, so that's one thing I've always loved to do, which I'm gonna get into after I graduate, because I'll have more time. And then another thing, I cut hair.
Low-key in the barbershop right now.
I'm not a good example of it right now,
but I got cut yesterday.
I mean, yes sir. But yeah, I'm a barber, so I love cutting hair. Just the satisfaction of seeing people's face, like, oh man, you brought me back, bro. Good look, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, people need to get revived. Revived. But yeah, man, follow me on Sammy D Cuts, aka at Sammy D Cuts IG. But yeah, I love cutting hair, man. Just a thing I picked up with my best friend Demetrius Watts. You know what I'm saying? He first started it, and then being in high school, like going to Sac High, I didn't have that much money, so I couldn't always go to the barbershop every weekend or every other week like my friends did. So I got into cutting hair, so I cut myself and then cut my friends and doing stuff like that. And then let's see what else. So fishing, cutting hair, landscape architecture. Honestly, I like to do it all, bro. I'm about to start getting modeling a little bit.
Modeling?
Yeah, because my auntie's like getting into that a little bit. So she's like, I seen your Fresher Friday video, so I want you to put you in like in something. So we'll see where that goes. But I feel like my main thing is where I'm going right now.
So out of the 3, which one is your default So like if you don't have a lot of time in the day or in the week, which one are you going to focus your energy on?
Probably cutting hair.
Cutting hair.
Just because everybody always needs a haircut.
So I like blending things, as you know.
Yeah.
I like blending things. Kind of like, you know how you blend a fade, you gotta blend different levels.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So with cutting your hair being your main fashion or your main passion, and transitional homelessness being kind of like the side project, how can you blend the two? Obviously fishing, that's gonna be kind of the thing you do on your own.
Yeah.
But as far as, you know, hair cutting skills or people that's getting their hair cut and homelessness youth learning skills.
That could be one of the skills either they learn or let's see. I feel like just developing them as like a business person in general. So like allowing them to know how to run like a barbershop business, if that was like the case of them learning anything about barbering. But just kind of make sure that they focus more on the business aspect, so then they can know a little more long term rather than just, oh, I know this skill and I can get a couple cuts in a week and then, you know what I'm saying, maybe I'll keep on going from there. But I feel like at the end of the day, if you run a business and you have people under you, that's where you actually get the momentum that you actually need to be successful in life. Because you know, if you impact more people, you impact, the better you are in life. So
Agreed. So with that cutting hair, do you see yourself having more people under you and having your own shop someday?
Yeah.
Or you're trying? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
In the A?
Yeah, that'd be dope. Either out there, or I might come back here in 5 years, because you know it's definitely in Davis. But just that presence, just for running Fresh Air Friday in general, just because like I feel like there's a lack of just black barbershop presence in Davis. Because in Sac you go literally anywhere, there's black barbershop everywhere. Everybody talking about the same things. That's trending, whatever's going on. But in Davis, I feel like that was lacking, and kind of just bringing that here as an event that's even happening every so often is still good enough. So. Yeah.
So episode, I think it was 4 or 5, we had Jay Tribeca, and he's also a barber, and he was talking about how when you get black men into a space where they feel comfortable, they feel safe in the barbershop, it's almost like therapy.
Yeah.
You know, like you're getting your haircut, you feel, Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
As a client, I'm speaking as a client and as a barber. Okay. So as a client, you know, you come in there and you get to finally relax. You sit in the chair. Sometimes you might fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? If it's not hot time.
Yeah, I'm not.
But it's just a relaxing time. Like you're literally sitting there, like you decompress. You actually have time to sit there and like. One thing that a black man doesn't do a lot is take time to think and just sit that time and just reflect. So it's like when you have that time to kind of just sit there and just like chill out. And let's say if you talk to the fellas, know what I'm saying, words can go around, know what I'm saying, y'all, and that brings positive energy, know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, iron sharpens iron. So if you got good people around you, then it is what it is. And then plus, so it's just honestly at the end of the day, it's just great conversation. And then whether it's jokes or if it's serious topics. So yeah. And then from a barbering aspect, you get to interact with so many different people. So it's just like you get that diversity within personalities and just getting those different connections, and you make it's just a whole networking thing. So just
Gotcha. What are some things that you think are getting in your way from owning a barbershop or from starting your homelessness research project and making that actual establishment? Like, what are some obstacles you gotta jump over?
I'd say for the barbering aspect, I'd say it's a couple things. One, I want like a good mentor in life. You know what I'm saying? I've never really had like a good mentor in life, so I'm really searching for a good mentor. So if y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mentors.
Yeah, I need a good one. I mean, not saying you have to be perfect or anything, but I just need a good one. But I feel like a good mentor will help me stay like grounded. But as far as like the financial aspects, it'd be more of just putting myself out there and actually just going after it and just doing it rather than trying to plan the best time to do it and trying to figure it out the short way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just actually just try and go out there and like, and then I think it's more marketing. If you're good at pubbing and if you get your name out there good enough, then people are gonna hear your name and people are gonna see about you. And then plus I have good barber friends already, so like if we all just came together, that'd be.
Like if you and Watts made a barbershop, man.
Hey, shout the cut. That cuts my Watts, man. That man's a legend in the cut game already. But if that's what I'm saying. Like if we came together, honestly, unity in general is just beautiful. But yeah, honestly, that's I feel like those two good things right there.
And then so you already kind of segued into the next question as far as resources. So things that you feel you need to take advantage of in order to be successful. So one might be uniting with other barbers or friends that you grew up with. What are some other resources?
Well, I feel like the main resource is always money. Trying to get those financial aspects taken care of. But outside of that, it's just mostly just kind of just staying consistent and staying like in the picture rather than just like coming in, fading out, coming in. Because like I know me, I'm not always consistent with posting like cuts and pictures and stuff like that just because I'm always in school, always doing something else with the frat, whatever the case may be. You know, just staying visible, staying active, staying in the realm, make sure you're actually doing a great service rather than just doing stuff just to do it. So make sure your motives are in the right place.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So a wise man, I'm not gonna say how old he was, but Dr. Ernest Bridges told me that the key to success is patience and consistency. Patience and consistency. Those two things, just doing the same thing every day, every week, every month for 5 years, you're gonna be successful.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of inevitable.
It doesn't be like perfection.
Exactly. So that's my little nuggets of wisdom for the video. All right, cool. So by the end of this year, 2018, what is it that you want to accomplish in any of your realms, as far as your fishing career, as far as your cutting, as far as landscape architecture? Like, what are things that you feel need to happen for you at the end of this year?
Honestly, I think my main thing is getting my foot in the door. Because I'm moving to a new place. A lot of people aren't going to know me. I don't have as much connections.
If you're in Atlanta,
yes,
Sam Cain's coming
there. Yes,
All
yes.
Right, cool.
But so yeah, I don't have that many connections. So just kind of building that network from the beginning, and just kind of using what some of my family might know, some of my family friends might know. Just kind of networking off of that. So I think that's going to be one of the biggest things, especially moving forward. But yeah, man.
Okay, so you want to get your foot into the door of the Atlanta community.
Yeah.
You want to be known within that circle. So if you didn't know, episode 1, we did Ari Marie. She's in Atlanta. She's a makeup, fashion, and just real estate person.
Oh, bad.
She went to UC Davis as well.
Oh, bad.
And then episode
Shout out
2,
to Aggies.
right? Shout out to the Aggies. Episode 2, we did Guap Coin, which is a black cryptocurrency in Atlanta, and their whole team's out there as well. So hopefully we can link you with at least those folks, so you can get a little step into the black community. Yeah, there you go. That's one link.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Hey, DreamCatchers, community, unity, all that good stuff. So we got one last thing, a visualization exercise, and then we got time for you to just pub yourself, your brand, and how you want people to support you. So visualization exercise, you're gonna have to close your eyes a little bit. All right, we're gonna start off with 3 deep breaths. Deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath in, deep breath out. One last time, in, out. So I want you to start off by visualizing your high school career at Sacramento High, the friends that you've made, your leadership experiences, your mentors, and your counselors. And I want you to visualize that visit where UC Davis came, you toured them around the campus, and you found landscape architecture to be your major, to be where you can be creative and express your talents. Okay, now you're at UC Davis. I want you to imagine your first Fresh Hair Friday. And then go ahead and envision the growth from the first one that you hosted to what it's now today. The video promotions y'all have, the amount of people that come through, the amount of barbers you have. Just visualize that growth that you were responsible for. Now, zooming to 2018, you are in Atlanta. You have connected with some people in the community. Imagine the network of people you've been able to meet in Atlanta, whether it's in cryptocurrency, in the fishing industry, in the fashion and modeling industry. Just imagine the community you've been able to build in Atlanta. You've been consistent with doing fishing tournaments. You've made connections with homeless community and homeless support structures in Atlanta, and you are working towards building a structure to help the transitional homeless youth in the urban community of Atlanta. With that same consistency, that same group of people working day to day, imagine where Samuel Cain is in 10 years. Imagine the youth you've been able to support and help and develop. Imagine the brand and the business you've been able to develop and the folks that are coming behind you, looking up to you as a mentor. Just imagine where you are in 10 years. Alright, go ahead and open your eyes for me, Sam. Alright, so take us through your vision, however it came into your mind, is what was happening there.
So when I was in Sam Cain, you know what I'm saying, I just seen just smiles on people's faces just because it was like, it wasn't the best time, but it was a great time because I was involved with so much. They go from Sam Cain to Davis from that first Fresh Air Friday. I remember it was just me and like the other dude I was cutting with. It was late, and I had like my TV downstairs just so like I had something to watch and music playing.
Were we watching like Friday? Or
yeah,
watching? It was Friday.
Friday. And throwing all about the Benjamins. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, after that, Fresh Air Friday, and to now, got other barbers, got hairstylists, we got a shoe cleaner, we got bike repair, and then plus that video. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you check that video out. Yeah, it's definitely grown, and we should have had makeup artists a long time ago, but yeah, things fell through, but it's all good. And from there to Atlanta, that's gonna be. At first, I couldn't like vision it completely, but I think the main thing having around was my family, and that's gonna be like my foundation, just because I'm going to a new place. So that's the first thing I kind of envisioned once it became more clear.
Gotcha. Well, to me, like, Davis was a new area for you.
Yes, sir.
You were able to come here, build a community, build a brand of Fresh Air Friday. Started with just you and your TV downstairs, and now you see what it's grown into. So if you're able to do that here, you can do that in Atlanta. You just gotta find those people to build that community. So, all right, so shout outs, brands, tag name, wherever they can find you.
Let's see, so Instagram, my regular IG is at SammyD_SDC. That's at, for my cutting page, at _SammyD Cuts. If you're trying to get a haircut, go to www.styleseat.com/SammyDcuts. Again, www.SammyDcuts/StyleSeat/SammyDcuts.
I'm gonna have it right here, bro.
Yeah, he gonna have it.
I got you.
Just what I'm saying. So yeah, that, and then follow me on Snapchat, SammyD_SDC.
Hey,
that's all good.
Okay.
Besides that.
So nuggets of wisdom for people that might be trying to follow your path, or even for yourself. You can tell yourself something back in like the 9th grade, little freshman Sam running around. what type of advice would you give?
I always tell myself, don't be ignorant, bro. Just don't be ignorant, because when you lack knowledge and just awareness in general, you just look stupid and you feel stupid, and you just don't feel comfortable in yourself, and the people around you don't feel comfortable in you. So you gotta make sure that you're aware and focused and consistent in what you're doing, so you're not one of those people that's falling short. So that's one thing. And then when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So yes, sir.
It is. Don't be ignorant and keep on going, keep on pushing.
Yes, sir.
Find a mentor.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's episode 8. We're almost done. Thank you for supporting. Again, if you've been here since episode 1, leave a comment, let me know. If you're in Atlanta, connect with Sammy D.
Yes, sir.
Especially if you need a fresh cut.
Yeah. Don't, know what I'm saying? If you're looking at me, don't, it's all good. It's just
Yeah, I got it. You know, barbers rarely cut themselves anymore. All right, I got you. Well, thanks for going. As always, stay true. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.